Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our podcast session. As usual, today I'm not alone. We have also invited the Vice Chancellor of SIAS. Vice Chancellor, you are welcome to our podcast today.
Thank you, thanks a lot. Thank you for inviting
So,
me for the second time.
thank you as well. So, last time you introduced yourself, but it would also sound fair if you introduce yourself again for those who didn't catch the recent workshop.
Okay, I'm Dr. Dunya Ahmed. I'm actually a social worker who got my PhD from UK academic institutions, and I've been working in academia and on with NGOs and in admin work since more than 20 years, and now I'm Vice Chancellor of SIAS.
Okay, welcome, and thank you for being descriptive. So, sorry for asking you such question, even though I will be asking you again once I invite you to this podcast. What is SIAS? In a few words, what is SIAS?
Okay, maybe the actual what is SIAS, I explained it last time. But now this time I'm going to tell you SIAS is a dream. It's a dream of the founder, Dr. Mohammed Bahaji, and me, and maybe lots of believers of the inspiration economy concept, where we were building for this dream. It started with Dr. Mohammed from like more than 20 years, but in the last 8 years it was clearer, where we tried to develop the concept more and more. And now we want to make it really an academic concept that people can get specialized in and work and apply it all over the world. So SIAS is the dream.
Okay, thank you so much. So, you mean that it was established to disseminate the concept only or other programs?
It's the main thing. It's not about having a concept. It's about applying a concept.
Yeah.
To apply a concept, you need to have lots of things. You have to prove it through the programs that we've done or the projects we have done. You have to make it theory on the publications we have done. And then now we are in step to make it an academic qualification so more people can benefit of it. So it's like different steps that we work toward applying our dream.
Okay, do you think that the concepts that are already applied, other types of economics that are using employed are useless or they are outdated? So, why do you expect this to be applied?
Okay, when you say about economy, if we go to the history of the wars, that we can see that there are always changes in economies. I mean, if we go to the time of slavery, to the communists, to the capitalism, knowledge economy, so it goes on. And with every economy they apply, they know the advantages, the disadvantages, they try to overcome it, and normally whoever applies the new economy, they try to apply it in a way that's going to benefit them. I mean, the thinker or the country or the continents from where the theory came from. So, and I think by now the world is more aware of the disadvantages of the different economy, and we have more knowledge about the other economy, to be fair, because we learn from others also. And then here we reach to the stage that we need to have this new era with a new economy, with the old changes are happening now in the world.
Yes, yes, of course. So you have said that it's not about having a concept, it's about applying it. So, do you mean that it has to be taught before it gets applied?
Yes.
Or
See, people who work in theory and thinkers, there are different approach. Some of them, they only write the theory and they never applied it. And especially if you go for long in the history, there are lots of people that are like this. And then other people try to apply it because it's the vision and the imaginary they have, which is also not a wrong thing that we do it also as well. But the way we were trying to do it in an inspiration economy, we tried first to apply things with the projects. Okay, it's prototype. You can't apply it in a we are not a government, we don't want to apply it in a whole country or continent. But we always try to prove the things in different prototypes in different fields. So we prove a theory, and then when we prove it, then we publish it and write it, then we apply it somewhere else, and then it goes on.
Okay, so people are used to other theories and other economics, even when they are changing. Do you think it will be easy to adapt to the new concept of inflation economy? Or?
Anything easy in life, easy coming, easy going. Okay, of course, not going to be very easy.
True.
There should be difficult things. There are going to be. We will learn by doing. What makes also inspiration economy a little bit go far from your question special? An inspiration economy believe that one size will not fit all. In other economies, they believe on this. So whatever is applied in a Western country can be applied in another country, and that's where the countries now are changing. They can't be a Western country, and they can't be developed as well in the same way. While inspiration economy, we say we do have this fundamental things and theories and concepts that we use all over the places and words and in different projects, but the specification of each and every continent, country, project also is applied. Here where we say in a simple word, one size will not fit all.
Yes, of course. But I'm still insisting on being in view of the concept. So are you not receiving criticism from other scholars or from the other people who are mostly biased to capitalism because the social economy is somehow against capitalism?
A lot, even ourselves.
Yes.
I'll tell you. See, even us, I'll talk about myself. I was raised in a capitalism education country. We are all, the capitalism is inside our nerves, if I'll say it in a different way. So even us, when we are talking and we are trying to go out of it, there is always this challenge, inside challenge that's even we are challenging ourselves, our mindsets. It's not easy. So for anyone else also it's not going to be easier. And the more people are benefiting from this capitalism, the more they are resistant to this new. Some of them, they say, yeah, it's nice in theory, but it's difficult to apply. Because the mindset is about, we only can apply things in this way. And always, if you go into history, how economies was changed over the years, always the more you benefit from it, the more resistance you are to the change. The less you benefit from it, there will be more chances to accept the other things. And maybe this is what I was saying in my previous podcast, that's why we really want to apply it in the African continents. And they always question why you are not applying it in your own countries. Because we know that we are much more capitalism there. The mindset to change there, it's much more difficult. And the more you are in your comfort zone, the more you don't want to change.
Yes.
The challenges are, they can't see the challenges easily there. So that's why when you prove it in a continents that suffer more from the capitalism rather than they are benefiting more from the capitalism, it will be easier to apply. Not much easier, but and somehow less difficulties, let me say.
Yeah. So the reason why I've asked you that is because in this world, many of the people, even heroes, who brought new concept, they will call it crazy, something like that. So what are you doing to overcome the criticism from those people who are biased to capitalism?
The only way is to prove it through projects. You prove it through projects, you do more publication, you make more believers of it, and here that's why we want to make the master and PhD, so we have more people who know the techniques and be able to apply it, and the more they apply it in different continents and different places, it's going to be better.
Okay, thank you so much for your good answer. So, do you think that the graduates of SIAS, if get approved, if God wills, do you think they will make positive changes remarkable positive change to their communities.
That's what we hope and wish, and we are looking forward. But of course, in all graduates from all different universities around the world and specialty, and always there were people who did apply, people have changed. I mean, and we want people to change and prove and agree and disagree. So this is the only way. If I say that the theories today is yes, how we want it, and we want people to apply it exactly as it is, so it will never be approved, that means that the day I'm killing this theory. Any theory they will not believe on changing and rechanging and improving, that means it's the last day of this theory.
Okay, so as the world is evolving, many theories are also coming. So do you think those theories will also be important, or do you think that inflation economy is the only one that suffices, or the needs that the contemporary world is in need of?
No, no, of course we are not the one and only. Anyone believe he's the one and only, he is also killing himself in theory. I mean, there are lots of movements, but for example, we're talking about knowledge economy, behavioral economy, and there are also the world, also lots of concepts are changing. So in these days, I'm a little bit talking about globalization and how globalization now is changing after certain wars in different countries, how people are reacting for different things, how the believers of that's how globalization benefited some country rather than other countries, or how it's like, for example, I'm talking here. So so the movements here, what are we going to do after that? So lots of other theories are coming, and in a way or another, lots of theories coming. For example, I say knowledge economy, but I can use knowledge economy in a way that's inspiration economy can benefit from, or in a way that capitalism can benefit from. Each one wants to build it in its own way. So the waves, a lot of waves are there, a lot of movements in the world is there, and we can't say we are the one and only. That's why we are always improving ourselves, reading what's happening in the world and the needs, and with foresights, and each one wants to foresights in a way that will think will benefit them more.
Okay. So regarding, I would like to ask another question regarding SIAS. Will SIAS be about the inflation economy and the other subjects and other programs which are related to it, or afterwards, once get accredited by God's will, it will have also other programs which are also taught in other universities?
I didn't get your question.
I'm asking you, one of the main objectives of SIAS is spreading inflation economy, making it in academic programs, but we need to have other programs afterwards. If it gets approved, are there no more programs which are taught in other universities, or you will keep your speciality?
No. As you know, that's even when we are applying now for 3 academic programs, there are other programs in the pipeline. At the same time, yes, we want to go to other universities, we want to be merged with also other specialties. So, no, we don't want to stay in this box forever, of course. This is only a milestone, and we do have lots of milestones in the way, if I got your question right.
Okay, you have answered the way I expected it. So, everything has its own origin, even apart from being a discipline, or what incited you to discover inflation economy? I know you are the co-founder and you have much information about that. That's why our followers may be eager to know what inspired you to make inflation.
Yes, it was the beginning. A study was before like 10 years ago. If I'm not wrong. We wanted to know, me, Dr. Muhammad, and there was a team there. How do we know that this person is inspired or no? So there was a survey that it was conducted for all students in the higher education in Bahrain, the whole students in the government schools there. And then where we took, that's what are making some students inspiring. And for example, I'll talk to you a little bit about the study that we found that not A students are the inspiring students. Normally B, C students are more inspiring. Students who work more in volunteer work are more inspiring, like in scouts and other things. Students who are multilingualistic, who speak more than 3 languages and more, not two languages, 3 and more.
Yes, yes.
And also students who come from, have a problem in their family, either someone with chronic diseases, they live with a single parent or something like this, they come from poverty and there. So here where we find that we shouldn't always evaluate students by their marks, but if they are inspiring or no. And maybe you can see also this example now, most of the CEOs that's come from, example, some continent around the world are students who came from really hard poverty and difficult background. So then we say that there are certain things that you can keep for individuals who are inspiring, and then there should be criteria for projects, for governments. So this is a total economy coming about who is inspiring and who's not.
Yes, you, in short, was if I go to where you mean that the inspiration economy came from visualizing on people's lives or the daily lives that or challenges. I want you to elaborate on that, to illustrate and to illustrate that, to make it clear. Did you visualize on daily problems or did you visualize on daily problems?
Yes, the idea was we wanted to make a scale who is inspiring.
Yes, yes.
And what I told you, what the outcome that we found that these inspiring, they had one of these things that we found in it. It's not always people who go for the A students who had a stable life and smooth and everything are always the most inspiring people. So here we try to make a scale for everything.
Yes, yes.
For projects, for other things, and these are what we publish also in our papers.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So I get you. So you mean that you believe that changing rates can be only done through projects or anything else? You mean that the projects have a big role in changing people's lives?
Of course, and we believe it doesn't mean now some theories, if we go for individuals, although we are not very psychologists, that they say if you are talented from birth, you're going to be talented. I can't build a talent in myself. For example, if I'm an artist, so since I can't teach my heart self to be an artist, I will learn the techniques, but I can't be as good as any artist. While in inspiration economy, we say that you can be an inspirer. It's not something you are born with, but when you put yourself in certain challenges and things, then you are going to be inspired. It's not, no, I was born, dunya, I'm not an artist, so I can't be an artist. No. In the way in my life, I can prove what I want to do, what the legacy I want to leave. Do I want to face challenges? Then here I want to be an inspiring person. Or no, I want to stay as a dunya in my comfort zone. I don't want to change anything. So it was my choice not to be an inspiring person. So even in the projects and things, I can say as a country, as a government, as an organization, I want to be always in a safe side. I want to copy what others are doing. I want to walk in this straight line. So on this straight line, of course, I'm not going to be a changing agency and creating things, or I want to be this inspiring person, or organization, or government. So it applies to all.
Okay, thank you so much for your good answer. So you came to Rwanda, and you know, Rwanda is a developing country, not a developed country. Do you think that Rwandan people will easily like the concept, or what if Rwandans reject the concept or the?
Okay.
Yes.
If they like it easily, that means we are doing also something wrong. That means we are not doing changes. You normally accept things easily. If it's in your comfort zone, it's similar to what are you doing on your line. Not accepting and having all these challenges, that means you are doing something right. Okay, but of course we don't want it to be rejected. Here where we are working, we are improving things, trying to prove how is our theories, how we are understanding also the Rwandan mindsets for the people, for the whole situation, also make us improve our theories to this Rwandan concepts. And the only way we will let them accept this is by proving that we can do these changes. So yes, we are not expecting to go anywhere and people say, yes, come and apply these things. I'm not in this way. But also we came to a place that we are not expecting 100% resistance. As I say, that people here in Rwanda, it's an emerging country that changed a lot. In no time, I can see the rank in Rwanda and lots of things, it's on the top high, while 20, 30 years here, I can't remember to see Rwanda in any of these lists even, not even in the top 100 maybe. And now I can see it's in the top, for example, if you talk about gender, if you talk about transparency, if you talk about lots of other best practices that you will know even better than me. So there is potential that they are going to accept, because that means that this is country, we say when there is a wish, there is a way. So they have the wish, they want to do the changes. Of course, they want to, the resistance there because they don't want to accept everything and anything. They need to know more about it, and we hope that they will accept it.
Yeah, I've asked you the question because they may reject you, not because you don't have a special, they don't have potentials and some specialties, but because maybe they're not getting familiar with the concept.
Okay.
So would it take you a long time to convince them, or?
Okay, when you are talking about them, who's them and who is Rwanda? I mean, you're talking about the academic programs, which is certain things, or is it the people here that we can apply projects with? Or is it like the organizations that we want to work with and NGOs in here? So them is something that's, what is them, okay? Now the academic part, it's like one arm. And the progressy and opening a new program, it's going to be a difficult thing, and each country has a rule and regulations that you can't go beyond. Doesn't mean you can't come with a new program and expect that it's going to be accepted in the second day, because there's a certain criteria you have to go through. But it doesn't mean that the academic program is pending here, that the other arms is not working. And all the other arms, it's not having an academic programs. It means that, I mean, why we had lots of MOUs that we signed, we work with lots of NGOs. That means there is some acceptance. We are trying to apply projects. Okay, we do have the errors in applying it and some difficulties, but I mean, when you are going to say that this country is not accepting, that if all the systems all over didn't accept you. But you are saying that in one of our arms, taking more long process, because there's a certain criteria they want us to match, because this is also an appeal program. So this is a different thing. This is how I see it and believe it. Otherwise, I wouldn't stay here and spend all these much times of my life here.
Okay.
The most expensive things we own is our time.
True.
Okay.
So thank you for answering such a question. So SIAS is also...
Do you believe in what I say or no?
No, I believe, of course, I believe, and I left it there for to our followers.
Okay, now I want to ask you a question.
Okay, can you ask me?
Okay. As a young person, since we saw you, it was in the summer of 22.
Yes,
Now
yes,
we
in
are
July.
in winter 2024, I mean January, so it's like 1 year and a half, almost 2 years. Why did you believe in an inspiration economy?
Uh, the answer is very short. I believe it in inflation economy because according to how it is, according to the concept, how I understand it or how I have explained it, it is required to address the issues of the contemporary world. That's why I accepted it. And another thing is that it is compatible to humanity. It's about empathy. It's about even being sympathy. So that's what I like it. It's and it's also about capitalism. Capitalism, which is also ruining this world.
Okay, no, I mean 2 years before, you were much younger, you were still an undergrad student.
Yes, yes.
Maybe you are not an economist in your specialty, so you are not some person who's reading about what are the different or in history to read all these changes. So what made you the first click to come online and like to learn more about inspiration economy?
So before before I had other thoughts which are also different from what I have now after having known the inflation economy. Uh, it changed my perception of life. Before I used to believe that I didn't visualize more on the people, on the lives that people are living there. I didn't have much time to visualize about poverty. I had only to think about myself. What will I be? Without caring about the community. Now, inspiration economy, when it came, it enlightened me. It's just like I was sleeping, and it kept me awake. It
Okay,
awakened
now
me.
my second question.
Yeah.
See, now I've turned the podcast that I'm going to ask you. Okay, you were a group of youth
Yes.
together. You were the person who believed in this. Some they believed and they withdrew, and some of them from the beginning they even didn't accept this theory. What? Why do you think, or what made each one have a different belief in it?
Uh, it's a matter of two things. Matter of misconception and matter of expectations. Some raised expectations. They were to get this or to get. They also had some. They kept on. They liked the inflation economy, but kept on having capitalism, the mind or capitalist mind. So they thought it would something that would give them more money. They were obsessed with money, something like that. Uh, so misconception about misconceptions, they didn't get it well. That's why they withdrew. Because I believe that a person who understands it well, as long as he has humanity, as long as he's very perspective, he would like it. That's what I believe.
And how do you think we can explain it very well for others so we don't. So, for example, if we went for a group of youth and you were one who believed, some of them were neutral and some of them withdrew. So, this is like the leakage in the way we explain our theory. So, as a person who was an insider, as a youth from the group, from Rwanda, what do you think that we made wrong that's proceed to have leakage in our way on explaining to others?
So, in the contemporary world, people are more likely to seeing rather than hearing. So, just like I believe that it can be spread through making projects. That's what I believe. Projects can help us spread it.
Okay. And you are a person who attended all our workshops. Since
Yes,
we've done,
yes.
I think, on Gatari or in, we've done it in the Radisson, we've done it in, I mean, all the way until now, the things that we are doing it here in SIAS building. Do you think that these workshops are having a good impact or you think no, we should change the approach. Maybe the projects will have more impact, or are we targeting the right people or no?
The workshop are obviously having a good impact on the people who are attending it. Maybe I think that the majority, according to this, we are conducting evaluations here after every workshop. They are agreeing on our content, so they like our content. But the challenge is most of them times, because some of them have jobs. They lack time for coming here, but they like the concept. And me personally, I enjoyed every workshop that has taken a place here. I liked the content, and so we have to keep on doing marketing so that people may attend.
Okay, now there's a difference also about enjoying attending the workshop. I mean, there are lots of workshops that I've attended in my life, and I've enjoyed the time of being there, but then it didn't affect me to apply any of the techniques that I learned. So do you think really it's helping in changing the mindsets? People can apply anything, or no, we need to prove anything?
Yeah, it's changing mindset. That's why some people, they attend it several times. They are changing mindset. I personally talk to some of them even when they are not here. They tell me that we like it, the content, we want to come back. So all what they're lacking is time. But the more we insist on making workshop, the more we develop our content, we will receive other new people. Yeah, that's what I.
Okay.
So I think that we can even end our workshop here. And
Workshop now.
no, this is not a workshop, it's a podcast. But we are also educating people who have no knowledge about SIAS, about inflation economy. So we are giving them a workshop for free. Please, our dear followers, next time come to our campus here at Kicukiro, Rwanda. And Vice Chancellor, I thank you for your attendance. We hope to see you again once we invite you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.